There's a lot stirring in oil country right now. Roster moves, trade rumors, and questions about whether some vets can still carry the load. Are the Oilers about to move a key piece to give someone else a bigger opportunity? Is there an all-star eyeing Edmonton? And how long can the defense lean so heavily on experience? These decisions could change everything, so you've got to stay tuned. If you love this team, hit subscribe now and help us hit 1,000 subs so we can show the NHL just how strong Oilers Nation really is. This offseason's been busy, hasn't it? Big arrivals, fresh faces, new energy. But even with all that change, it feels like Edmonton's not done yet. You heard that right. After coming so close in the playoffs, there's no room for rest. This team wants the Stanley Cup, and to get there, management's still tweaking things, trying to find that perfect balance up front, and maybe even in goal. Bob Stauffer from Oilers now dropped a line that got everyone's attention. There are too many forwards on the roster. Someone might be heading out. That's not just chatter, it carries weight. With Mangiapane, Howard, Savoy, and Lazar all coming in, the forward group has been revamped big time. That's great, but it also creates a problem. There's a logjam, and the salary cap doesn't cut slack. Here's the crux. The Oilers might be gearing up to trade a veteran to clear space or bring in another key piece. It's those quiet moves that can flip a season on its head. One name that keeps popping up is Adam Henrique. Even with a no-trade clause, he's 35, making around $3 million, and could end up on the fourth line. Maybe elsewhere, he'd have a bigger role, and could even re-sign. The Oilers asked if he'd waive that no-trade. He said no. But what if his ice time starts to drop? Would he reconsider then? If it's not Henrique, Masha's Janmark is a likely candidate. No not-a-raid protection, lower salary, and he struggled last year, making him a clear candidate to move. And then there's Kasperi Kapanen. For now, he's safe. But if the season starts slow and no moves happen, could he be next in line? Now, I want to hear from you, Oilers fans. Is it worth parting with a veteran to give this team a better shot at the Cup? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Share this video with your fellow fans. And subscribe to stay up on everything Edmonton Oilers. What if I told you the next Oilers move might catch everyone off guard? Even those who thought the roster was set. Management's eyeing opportunities nobody's talking about yet, and that could mean another big piece heading out. Is a major trade coming? Stick around, because what's next could really heat up this offseason. Once again, we came so close, but no cigar. The sting from last year's Stanley Cup final loss still feels fresh. The question on everyone's mind: what's missing to take that final step? The offense is as sharp as ever. The core is in place, but when it counts, it feels like the team runs out of gas. And honestly, that's called depth. It's exactly what the front office is trying to fix this summer. So far, the moves have been pretty quiet. There's got a lot of people, even around the league, scratching their heads about the strategy. But hold tight, there's still time for changes. And it sounds like there's a name on the radar that could shake things up. You might remember him. Experienced, well-traveled, dangerous offensively, and playoff-tested. Still not sure who. Hang on, I'll get to it. But before I do, think about this. Is it worth the risk to bring in a veteran with an injury history? According to David Staples from the Edmonton Journal, the latest name is Max Pacioretty. Yep, that Max. The veteran who played last season with the Leafs could be the perfect replacement for Corey Perry, who moved on to the Kings. He only played 37 games last year due to injury, but still chipped in 5 goals and 8 assists. Most importantly, he still wants to compete. There's talk about retirement, but that's still up in the air. If healthy, his impact on the locker room and the ice could be huge. His playoff experience is exactly what the Oilers need to push deeper. Plus, he's a cheaper, quicker option than chasing a big name on the market. Of course, signing Pacioretty is a gamble, no doubt about that. But looking at Perry's track record, who came in as a veteran and delivered leadership and skill, this could be the path Edmonton needs to follow. Again. So what do you think, Oilers fans? Should the team roll the dice on Pacioretty or go after a younger star? Let me know your take down below. It helps this channel grow and shows what Oilers Nation really wants to see. Thought the trade buzz was done? Not a chance. There's another big name on Edmonton's radar, and the next update will explain why the whole city's watching. Could be the golden ticket to get the Oilers even closer to the Stanley Cup. Don't miss the next twist in this story that might turn into reality. Get comfortable on the couch, because today's talk hits close to home for Oilers fans. When it comes to defending the pride of our team, there's no off-season. But this time, it's not about the offense or the coach. It's about a cornerstone of our defense. A veteran who arrived in 2023 and quickly became a symbol of consistency and heart. Remember that trade that shook up the NHL's backstage? Yeah, his arrival changed everything. Since then, we've seen highs and lows, promising runs and tough setbacks. But if there's been one constant on this team, it's him, always there, facing the toughest shifts, playing with grit. But in 2024-25, things started shifting. Injuries, illness, fewer minutes. It began with a hiccup here, a miss there, and before we knew it, he was out again. Back in for a few shifts, then gone. The big question now, is time starting to catch up? Here's the name behind all this. Max Ekholm. Yep, the veteran defenseman from Nashville, who became Evan Bouchard's right-hand man on the Oilers' blue line. Since he came aboard, he's been the team's fourth most valuable player, behind only McDavid, Draisaitl, and Bouchard himself. But last season was tough on Ekholm. Even coming back for the playoffs, he looked a step slower than usual. And those mistakes in Games 5 and 6 of the Stanley Cup Final against Florida still sting. The fans noticed. Plus, he's entering the final year of his contract, and he's hitting .360. So what's the call? Can Ekholm still carry the load of a top-pair defender? Or do the Oilers need to start planning a transition, cutting back his minutes and roll? What do you think, Oilers fans? Time to trust him once more, or look for new options? The advanced stats still back Ekholm, even dealing with injuries. He showed solid results on both ends of the ice, and he wasn't even 100%. Are we just seeing a rough patch or the start of the end for one of our greats? Alright, Oilers fans, what's your take? Can Ekholm still be a defensive cornerstone in 2025-26? Or is it time to turn the page and focus on the future of our blue line? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share this update with your fellow fans, and of course, subscribe so you don't miss any hot Oilers news. The next season's shaping up to be one you'll want to follow every step of the way.